If you only watch one Richard Bachman adaptation about a dystopian American reality competition show this year, watch The Long Walk. Edgar Wright's Running Man remake is fine, but that's about it. I wish I could say it's an ingenious, action-packed satire, or even just a riotous time at the movies. But the truth is, it's just okay. This relentless fight for survival never settles into the thrilling rhythm it needs to really work. The storytelling is episodic, so the pacing is very stop and start. It's not the balls-to-the-wall, all-out action spectacle promised by the trailers. It's not even the most balls-to-the-wall, all-out action spectacle playing in cinemas right now. That distinction would go to Predator Badlands. The new Running Man is a serviceable 3 out of 5 blockbuster. It's entertaining enough to kill a couple of hours, but we've come to expect so much more from the visionary behind Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim.
I got a grenade!
Back at you.
The previous 1987 version of The Running Man was more a remake of the French film The Prize of Peril than an adaptation of Stephen King's novel. It took the title of the book to cash in on its success, but it hardly bears any resemblance to it beyond the basic premise. Wright set out to make a more faithful adaptation that actually follows the book. That alone made this a much more worthwhile repeat adaptation than the redos of Carrie and Pet Sematary and Salem's Lot. But if the best thing you can say about this reboot is that it outdoes the Schwarzenegger version, it's not a good sign. This movie isn't bad, but it doesn't stand out as particularly good either.
What's the matter, David? Not taking a shortcut before?
The bigger Edgar's films get, the less personal they feel. He can handle a big budget and pull off an action movie of this scale, but his individuality gets lost in the explosive fray. In his earlier movies, you really got a sense of who Sean and Nicholas Angel and Gary King were, their flaws and their insecurities and their personal goals, and you could see that Edgar was putting pieces of himself into their emotional journey. But in The Running Man, Ben Richards is more or less just a generic action man with unearned folk hero status. We know he's a loving husband and father, we know he's strapped for cash, and we know he's desperate enough to risk his life in a reality show for prize money. But that's about it. He's not really a well-rounded character. He's a screenwriter's index card, invigorated by Glenn Powell's innate charms.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can win this game.
The Running Man reboot lays on the social commentary as thick as it lays on the Stephen King Easter eggs. Every single sign that appears on screen has some kind of reference to King. Bachman, Space Sec, Tabby's Diner, and the anti-capitalist message of the film is signposted just as blatantly in really on-the-nose dialogue, constantly spelling out the bleeding obvious to us. The more Hollywood millionaires peddle these eat-the-rich metaphors, the emptier they feel. Good fortune at least put a fresh spin on it with the angel angle and the body swap premise. The Running Man just tells us about wealth inequality and unemployment rates and the broken US healthcare system. The fact that the movie opens with Paramount, a Skydance corporation, feels like an unintentional joke at its own expense. It's a film about the 99% suffering at the hands of entitled, dipshit billionaires and evil fascist fucks, brought to you by David Ellison. It's like watching a movie about democracy presented by Kim Jong-un. Wright does some fun spoofing of reality TV, but he doesn't go far enough with the over-the-top satire. He had more fun with the post-zombie apocalypse channel surfing at the end of Shaun of the Dead.
He's my husband, you know. I still love him. I've still got the ring on my finger, Trisha.
You go to bed with it?
The Games Network's unhinged programming gives us brief glimpses of a live-action Rick and Morty interdimensional cable episode, but those glimpses are too brief and weirdly dated. There's a parody of the Kardashians that feels ridiculously late. What's next? A parody of Gangnam Style? A parody of Honey Boo Boo?
I'm only 6 and I've already had 3 heart attacks, girlfriend.
Come on now, Boo-Boo. Now get up and wave to them judges!
The new Running Man is better than the Schwarzenegger version by default, but that just elevates it from bad to okay. It's about half an hour longer than it needs to be, and it never really finds its footing. The whole thing feels like it's building to a high-octane action extravaganza that never comes. Powell is always a joy to watch, but this movie isn't ballsy enough to take advantage of its satirical premise. For your fill of fight-to-the-death dystopian thrills, you're better off watching Running Man adjacent films like Battle Royale and Guns Akimbo than either of the official adaptations.
Welcome to Schism.
I
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.